Okay, so let's get painting her wings. And for this lesson, I'm using white, pink, and peach. And the first thing I'm doing is adding a layer of white. I'm going to keep this really loose, and I'm coloring in the shapes that we sketched in earlier. I'm not using a ton of paint on my brush, just enough to lay in a light first layer, because we'll be adding the pink and the peach on top of this one. I'm working pretty quickly, which keeps it much more loose, and messy is good for her wings. Messier is always more fun too. I'm not going to cover up all of the brown paper because I love the color of it, and it's got a great contrast against the white and the other colors. It really makes them pop. So I'm not filling in the shapes all the way or perfectly. I just want light, loose brush strokes. I'm just laying in the shapes, so the looser the better, and painting fast really helps to keep things loose too. So now I'm going to clean off my brush and dry it with my paper towels. And then I'm going to start right in with my peach layer, the same way I painted the white layer. And if it mixes together with the white, that's fine. But I don't want to cover all of the white, just some of the white. So this peach layer will just be more loose and intuitive. Some areas I might want to cover more of the white, and some areas not as much. But whatever you feel you want to do with the peach, you can cover up more of the white. It's all up to you. And this should dry quick enough so that we can go right into the painting of the pink layer, which is nice. I like to work that way. I hate to wait for paint to dry. I'm so impatient. But if the pink isn't completely dry, that's okay if we're layering and mixing all at the same time. Looking so pretty. All right, I'm going to clean my brush off and dry it again on my paper towels and go right into the pink now. My favorite pink ever, bubblegum pink. I just love it. I think it's the happiest color ever. And a little pink goes a long way with this layer. It's looking like I might need to back off a little bit because it's super, super bright against this brown paper and against the peach. It really pops off the page. But that's okay because I'm going to go over this again with some white highlights after finishing up this layer. And then when I'm finished, I'm going to just fill in some of the brown in the middle of the wings while my brush is still wet with the pink, just to add a little touch of color over the brown in between. That looks great. And I'm back in the water cleaning my brush off again and drying it. And I'm going to go back to the white and add some highlights here and there. I'm randomly adding some white, mostly to the edges of the feathers for more detail, so it's not all the same. It makes it look more interesting. I love how that looks. And I think I'm going to add a little bit more peach after I'm done with the white. Yeah, I think I'm going to add the peach. I like that a lot. And then whatever peach is left on my brush, when I'm finished, I'm going to go and just smush it around to fill in those in between spots. Just like I did with the pink. Oh, I just love it. So in the next lesson, we'll be painting the background.